The psychology of impulse buying. Have you ever opened your phone just to check something, and 20 minutes later, you've bought something you never planned to buy? Maybe it was a new shirt, a gadget, food you didn't need, or that limited time deal that somehow became impossible to ignore. The strange part is this: you didn't necessarily buy the product because you needed it. You bought the feeling. Impulse buying is often less about money and more about emotion. When you're stressed, bored, tired, or even celebrating, your brain starts looking for a quick reward, and shopping can provide one almost instantly. For a few moments, buying something can create excitement, relief, or the feeling that you've done something good for yourself. That's why saying, "I deserve this," can be so powerful. But here's where it becomes interesting. Your brain experiences the reward immediately, while your financial consequences arrive later. And that's a dangerous mismatch. Imagine spending $5,000 today because you want a quick emotional boost. It doesn't feel significant. But repeat that decision several times a month, and suddenly you're watching money disappear without understanding where it went. Now connect that behavior to investing. Investing requires almost the opposite psychological response. Impulse buying says, "I want the reward now." Investing says, "I'm willing to delay the reward because my future matters." That creates a powerful question you can use whenever you're about to make an unnecessary purchase. Am I buying this because I need it or because I want to change how I feel? Call it the emotion before purchase test. You don't have to forbid yourself from spending. You simply create a small gap between the emotion and the transaction. Because sometimes the strongest financial decision isn't saying no, it's waiting. Wait an hour, wait until tomorrow. Let the emotional intensity fall. And something interesting often happens. The thing that felt absolutely necessary suddenly doesn't feel that important anymore. That's the real battle with impulse buying. You're not fighting a shopping app. You're fighting the tiny voice inside your head that wants today's pleasure to be more important than tomorrow's possibilities. Every financial decision is quietly voting for a version of your future. You can spend everything chasing small moments of satisfaction, or you can start directing some of that money towards something that compounds. Because wealth isn't only built by earning more. Sometimes it's built by becoming harder to persuade when your emotions say, "Buy it now." And your future self may be very grateful that you learned to pause.